Okay guys, welcome back. This is part 2 of the video where I show my 6-SAM combo and how I get to my end board. So this is just a test example. I'm just gonna grab whatever. Okay. That's amazing. Got gateway in hand. So we're gonna start with activating gateway and activating dojo. We are hoping that our opponent has no way of responding to these things. Even if we get gateway ashed, it will not leave the field, so it is good that we can have targets that can get hit, that we can bait them to use their hand traps, just so we can continue moving on without having to worry about them activating them later. But I'm just going to go ahead and go through the simplest way I can get to the combo. Kageki brings out Kizaru. I'm going to leave my hand down here at the bottom. Kizaru, on his summon, will bring Mizuho to our hand. We are already up to 6 counters on those 2 summons. We are going to link these guys off to summon out our Battle Shogun. And a Battle Shogun will now make us even more counters as we're doing this. But the effect of Battle Shogun goes off. We'll discard our Mizuho that we had just brought with Kizaru. And that will give us a free search to bring out either Temple or Dojo. I'll bring out Temple because I already have a Dojo. And now each summon that we're going to be doing from now on will make us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 counters as long as we put them on the arrows that we're getting from our 6-SAM link card. So we'll use our Kizon, which now we have to keep up on our counters as we're doing this. This is now a 6, this is now a 3, and then he is now a 1. We will use Gateway's effect to drop this down by 4 to search out another Kizon from the deck. And I'll just move this and this to the top because we're going to be bringing that later. Now we're going to summon out Kizon again. And we will proceed to make even more counters. 4, this is 4, this is 2. We're going to link and we're going to put it into the arrow. That's going to give us Shadow of the 6-SAM. We're going to have this at 6, this is at 5, this is at 3, this is at 3. We will drop Dojo to 1. And we will bring back, or we will bring out the Kizon, sorry about that. And then we'll drop the Gateway to 2. And we'll bring out the Grandmaster from the deck to our hand. And we'll chain the Shein Smokes effect to this so we could send our secondary Kizon that we're going to need to make the next monster out from underneath it and target our Link monster, giving it an extra 1,000 attack power. So now this is at 2,300 attack power because of our Link monster's effect. That is not going to technically be relevant once we get past the infinite, but it's something to just keep in mind. You must have less counters on the field to get him to have 2,000 attack power to get the Kizon out so you're able to use the material for the next summon. So we're going to continue. We're going to... Oh, that's chaining to the counters. So that actually gives us the chance to bring this during the chain because it resolves. This card gives a power boost. Gateway resolves. You pick a card. So we've got Kizon from that search. So we're going to special summon Kizon That puts us to 4, 2, back up to 4. And now we're starting to build a lot more counters on our field spell, which is great. You're going to special summon this. This is not going to give us counters on our Link monster, but it will give us more counters on the board. This is at 6. This is at 5. Now we're going to go into, which I think is the funnest play in my deck. We're going to XYZ into Gallant Granite. And then effect of Gallant Granite goes off. Or not goes off, you want to activate it. You send keys on. And then this lets you go through the deck to look for the Fossil Dyna. Which I think I saw right there. So now we got Fossil Dyna in hand, and that's ready for the end of our combo. We are going to now overlay these 2 cards, which when you overlay for F0, you must send the material that's underneath it, because these can't stay on top. It must only be the XYZs that stay underneath it. It'll be F0. 2 Dragonic Utopic Dragonic Future. Sorry, I say his name funny. Once he's established, he is basically a small Appaloosa that's able to negate and cannot be destroyed by card effects or battle. So this is a great stall card, a great card that could be just put on board. Even if he interrupts the combo somewhere, you're able to negate one time, and this card will most likely live through whatever it's getting hit by. We're going to continue on with the combo. We'll send it from Gateway. Bring keys on. Special keys on. 5, 4, 4, 6. We're going to get ready to put another counter on our temple soon. Or another dice on our temple. We're going to send all the dice, all the counters from the Gateway. Bring keys on. Some keys on. And yes, this combo does take a long time, guys, and I go as fast as I possibly can while I'm facing people. And I do feel sorry sometimes for people that do have to wait. But people, once they see this full combo, they laugh, they like it. They appreciate the time and effort that it takes for me to think of everything that's happening. So it's really cool to see. So we're going to send these 2. Bring out the Link. 1. This is at 2. This is at 4. And the reason why we keep going to more 6-Sam cards is to continuously build up our counters. If we keep our counters going up, there's nothing that this deck cannot do. Send 4 from Gateway. Bring keys on. Drop this to 2. Bring another keys on. We'll special here. Put this to 2. This is at 2. This is at 3. This is at 3. And yes, I know the counters and saying that is a lot. I feel bad. My turns sometimes take 25 minutes and they laugh while it's happening. That doesn't get changed because it's not in the arrow. This is at 4. This is at 4. This is at 4. We're going to overlay, summon out our second Sheehan, which will bring this to 3. This is at 5. This is at 6. Gateway gains 2 every time. Everything else gains 1. Then we'll drop the one that's on our Battle Shogun. Bring keys on. Special keys on. To bring this to 6. I have to put another one right here. This is now at 6. And then we'll summon our last monster, Grandmaster, which puts this 13. This goes up 4. This needs another dice. and then this one stays because it's not being touched by the arrow. Always got to keep that in mind, exactly which ones are actually being changed. And we're going to drop this to 1, and we're going to bring Mizuho to hand. Now remember, we have Fossil Dyna in hand and nothing else. Mizuho. Drop that 1, 2, 3, 4, and we'll bring Shinai to hand. Now we'll drop another 4, and we'll bring the second Shinai to hand. And since we already have so many counters, I feel safe enough to drop this to 2, to just bring one more 6 Sam card to my hand. And the reason for this is we are about to summon Saryuja, and if it's a card that I want to be able to give back to the deck something that's already in my hand. So I don't mind putting cards in my hand that aren't going to be used because I'm going to just shuffle them right back into the deck. So we're going to sacrifice our 4 monsters with different names. Not really sacrifice, but link them away. With our 5 cards in hand. We're going to summon Saryuja, and then effect of Saryuja goes off. On summon, draw 4 cards, and then put 3 at the bottom of the deck. So terraforming, anti-spell, and there's our anti-spell. So towards the end of the combo, we'll make sure we have that. We don't need our terraforming anymore since we already have our field spell, and we don't need to bring out our Mystic Mind / Summon Breaker. So we'll put that back. I don't need the Fumas, so I'll put the 2 Fumas back, and I'll keep Elder in hand. I don't need Elder, but it is a good card just to keep in hand in case something happens. By the time you get to this point, your opponent either has something to stop you or doesn't have anything to stop you. Like, this is a combo that's going to take a minute, and Nibiru comes out multiple times, and if you don't hit it, then you're not going to hit it. And then once he's on board, you can't hit it. I can negate Nibiru with that card effect. And then even if you get past him, Dojo saves the combo by being able to resummon out another 6 Sam card from the deck. So I can continue my combo. But we're going to continue where Saryuja left off. And we're going to use Saryuja's effect to special summon Mizuho, which will give us 4, 5. And this is... what is that over there? 14? I think I may have messed that one up. But that one may be up one more. I may have miscounted. People in the comment section, if you catch me, go ahead and say, yeah, you miscounted. Then you're going to use Shinai's effect, which is you could summon itself, which puts 1 counter there, 6 counters there, 6 there, and 3 here. And then you're going to summon the last Shinai. Now, once this is done, this is all you need for the infinite loop. So what's going to happen is you're going to continuously pop your own 6 Sam card to keep these cards going. So this is how it works. Mizuho uses this effect to tribute off a 6 Sam card to pop 1 card on the field. You target Mizuho. Mizuho gets sent to the grave. The card resolve. Shinai's effect activates, and you get to bring Mizuho back to your hand. So now with Mizuho back to hand, you use 4 counters from what you have on the field to bring Shinai back. And once you have Shinai back, you special summon Shinai, which puts more counters on board. And then you special summon Mizuho. You're going to continue this process infinitely until every single card is filled with dice. Depending on how your opponent feels about what you're doing, you can continuously use all the dice in the world to do the combo, or you'll have your opponent just agree that each card has 10,000 or 20,000 on it. The way it will be is Gateway will have double of any other card on field. Then the 6 Sam spell cards that gain 1 will have half of the Gateway. And if Battle Shogun has both of his areas open, he'll have half of what the half spell cards have, because he's only being able to be touched by the one monster per turn, or per loop. But this is the infinite loop. I'm not going to put all the dice on things, but just know that we're infinitely at everything. Every card has infinite dice on it now. And I don't have to no longer worry about numbers or having counters or not having counters. Now, moving on from the infinite. Once you've established the infinite and you get enough counters to continue your turn. Let me just keep using these as representation. Sorry about that, guys. Okay, we're going to get rid of all of our monsters. We'll do it like this. We'll link him. We'll use counters to bring back the Battle Shogun, the Shadow, all 3 Kizons, and Grandmaster back to hand. So we'll send those 2 for the Battle Shogun. Then we'll summon out legendary 6M Kizaru. Sorry, there's a lot of names right now. I'm getting ready for tomorrow. This is just exciting. We'll bring out Appaloosa. Now, the only reason why we're bringing out Appaloosa is to get rid of our Saryuja. So now that Appaloosa's gone, we're able to make the cards to continue furthering this combo. So we'll summon Kizon. Then we'll summon Kizon again. I'm not going to go through the process of adding more counters because we've already established that we have infinite counters. The next thing we'll do, we will summon Gagaga Cowboy, and we will burn for 800. Then we will use the counters to bring the Mizuho, Kizon, the Battle Shogun. What else can we bring back? And we'll do it just for shits and giggles. Shinai. We'll bring the Shinai back too. We'll summon out Mizuho. And we'll use Mizuho's effect to tribute off Shinai, to pop Gagaga Cowboy. And now we will use counters to bring Kizon back. Summon Kizon. We're going to use Kizon's overlay. To bring out Daigustoed Emerald. We're going to use Daigustoed Emerald effect to bring back Saryuja, to bring back Kizaru, and to bring back Gagaga Cowboy. There's multiple ways of going through this combo. This is just one of the quick ways I'm doing it. I could show like 3 other videos of 3 different other methods of doing this combo. But once you have the counters to do anything, you don't really care. You can be kind of sloppy with it. We'll bring back Kizon back to our hand. Summon Kizon. We'll do 1, 2... Or, you know, instead of doing that. Sorry about that, guys. I'm trying to do it the funnest way without being too reckless. I'm going to use this. 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll bring out our Saryuja like that. And with Saryuja's effect, we draw 4. Which is great. Read you into our judgment. Another card we will love to have face down. Monster Reborn's a great card. Great Shogun Shien's a great card. We're going to go ahead and send Rhoda back because it's not going to matter. We're going to send Elder and Shinai back. That's the reason why we always keep cards in our hand. We want to be able to put those back into the deck with Saryuji's effect. So now our hand looks like this. We're going to send more counters to bring back our Kizons to hand and our Battle Shogun back to the extra deck. We're going to use Gateway's effect to bring out Fuma from our deck to our hand, and then we'll use Saryuji's effect to special summon Fuma. Now, after you special summon Fuma, we'll special summon Kizon, and then we'll special summon Grandmaster. Like I said, the counters aren't going to matter because you're going to have 10,000 counters everywhere, but this gives us our level 8 Synchro, which is the last card you need for the combo, which is Omega Psyframe. Or Psyframe Lord Omega. Sorry, Omega Psyframe. Say his name easier. Once you get him into the graveyard, you can just bring back your Digusted Emerald and continue this combo the same way you've been doing it. We're going to keep going with it, though. Special. Special. Overlay. Gaga Cowboy. This is our second burn, so this is us showing our opponent that this is the second time we've used Gaga Cowboy. When we get Psyframe Omega into the graveyard and Digusted Emerald back from the graveyard through that effect, that is the full circle of what the combo is. So we'll continue with that for a second. That's basically... Wait, hold on. What am I doing? I'm not explaining anything, guys. I'm sorry. Please don't get mad in the comment section. We're going to bring Kizon back to our hand. Let's see what else we got in the extra deck or the graveyard we could bring back. We'll bring back both the Kizons. Summon Kizon. Now we will 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. For 5-headed Link Dragon. Now with Omega in graveyard, activate Omega's effect, bring it back to the extra deck to bring back Digusted Emerald. We are going to use all the counters that we can on Dojo. It's not going to matter because we're going to have about 10,000 counters on top of Dojo, but we're using Gateway's effect. So we're going to bring our Kizon back to our hand. I feel so bad. This video is so long, guys. I'm sorry. We'll add Mizuho back to hand. Why not? We're trying to just use all the counters on that card for a second. Now we're going to use Dojo. I am now showing the end of the combo. That's an FTK. So once you get this Omega and Digusted Emerald back into the deck, the extra deck, that's FTK. You could burn them to 8,000 and that's game. But I'm showing you guys now the second part of the combo. This is the end board of what the combo would look like. So now that we have a handful of cards, we use Dojo's effect to bring out Fuma. It's also a great way to get rid of the Buru plays. Sorry for hitting the camera. So once Fuma's on board, we can special summon Kizon. Special summon Kizon. Overlay with them. Daigusto to Emerald, Emerald effect, Saryuja, Appaloosa, and Gaga Cowboy back to the extra deck, and that's how we reload it. Summon Keyzon. We will Synchro Summon. Right? Is that the play? Is that what we're doing? Rashian. We'll bring back Keyzons to our hand. Keyzon, Keyzon. We'll link those two together. Battle Shogun. Bring Keyzons back. Summon Keyzon. Link these guys together. This is a 3-stack Appaloosa. Oh, that's what we're doing. I did that too early. Hold on. I'm sorry, guys. It's not a 3-stack Appaloosa. It's Saryuja. Messed it up. Then I will... Oh, I did that so wrong. Let me go back, guys. Let me go back. I feel so bad for this. What was on board? Battle Shogun, Keyzon, Emerald. Yeah, I have to do that. 1, 2, 3. Saryuja. Special. And we'll special. 2, 3. Oh, I'm doing everything wrong, guys. I'm so sorry, guys. This is so bad at the end of the video. Let me just stop the combo and just summon this stuff out. Reborn the monster, which will reborn me Fuma. Why not? Is that what I want? No. I want Battle Shogun. And then I'll summon out Great Shogun. Link these guys off. Appaloosa. This is a 3-stack Appaloosa. Sorry, guys, for this terribly elongated combo. Then I'll use Gateway's secondary or a 3rd effect, which is send 6 to special summon out a Great Shogun from the from the graveyard. Then I'll use Saryuja's effect to special summon Fossil Dyna. I will set my 2 trap cards that I've found through the draws of Saryuja, and this is the end board. So this is a almost like 42,000 attack power drop with my field spell. I can negate 1 spell or trap card per turn. You can only activate 1 spell or trap card per turn, so I get to pick which card you're using. I can negate 3 monster effects, and I can negate 1 monster effect, and possibly take your card if I had 1 spare spot open. Then, on your draw phase, I'll anti-spell Fragrance, and if you have any type of response, Judgment's my answer to that. Hope you guys like the combo. I am so sorry that it took so long and I got lost towards the end. This is a long combo, and as you can tell, there's many ways you can do this. I was showing you the FTK version of it, and then tried to move it into the combo of where you would stall out to see what your opponent can do against. This is the second part of the combo, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. Hit the thumbs up if you did, and I'll post up another video after the regionals to show you guys how good this deck did. Thank you guys. Have a good night.